Oh, that's Kim. Okay, Kim, you stop. Don't tell me what to do. That's right. I'm gonna mute you. Mute you. Um, her face. All right, so I went on a walk today because Logan decides that when he gets up in the morning and goes take a shower, he's just gonna turn his phone on and listen to YouTube. And he's deaf, so he wakes me up every morning now. Thanks. So I was like, I woke up angry. You know, when you guys wake up out of bed and you're like, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. That was me today. So I turned on this. I was like, I need to listen to some personal development right now because I'm an angry human being. So I turned on this video and I was like, whew, I'll listen to it. So I'm going to share it with you. But I don't know. It spoke to me in a way where like it literally made me cry at one point, and I was like, I feel like everybody could use to hear this motivation. So I'm gonna play it, and then we'll talk afterwards. Guys, it's like holiday season. So weird. I'm gonna start making my Christmas list. Yes, I still make my Christmas list. All right. I can't mute myself, but just I'm gonna mute Amanda. I think you're all muted. I'll remember not to mute myself this time. And I probably need to play from the beginning because I started listening to it like over again. Ah! No. I don't want to answer your bad questions.
Is there supposed to be volume? It's not playing.
Maybe just put them on my headphones. I'll turn them off. Thanks for letting me know, Kate.
No problem.
You think I'm gonna make you read an entire video?
No, I thought it was just like a
Some
silent.
bullshit.
Like I thought it was like
You
a
have to read the whole thing.
It was silent.
Hear it now.
All the bullshit excuses and the lies people tell themselves. They say things like, I'll start Monday. It's not my fault. It's not fair. I'm too damn tired. Or my personal favorite, I don't have enough time. Let's have a real talk. You know what kind of people do and say these things? Losers. They have a loser mentality through and through. And until they recognize that the problem is them, they'll never improve. Until they develop a winner's mentality, they'll never get what they truly want. What's a winner's mentality, you ask? It means being focused on yourself and not other people. It means having desire. It means wanting it, willingness to work for it. You simply have to give it everything you have to get it. You need to shut down all negativity and frankly not give a shit what others say and think. You want to know what the 10 most dangerous words in the English language are? What will other people say? And what will other people think? You're the only person who needs to be okay with how you.
Real quick side note, I would write things down. Like if you hear things, write them down, because I literally have an entire phone full of notes, just things that were said that were like, number one, that's a great tagline for a post, or just like if it speaks to you, write it down.
You live your life. You can be hated by everyone, and if you're okay with your actions and behavior, you'll be content. At the same time, you can be loved and adored by every damn person on the planet. But if you're not okay with how you live your life, you'll go to bed with emptiness. The losers we discussed earlier, there'll never be a shortage of them. People who throw hate your way because of how you live your life. And there'll never be a shortage of people who want to see you fail. So the key is to just do you. Do what makes you happy and do what you think is right. At the end of the day, if you and you alone can look yourself in the mirror and be content with the choices you made, then that's all that matters. Believe in everything that you are and understand within you there's something greater than any obstacle you'll ever face. Have faith in your abilities. Work hard. You never give up, then there's nothing you can't accomplish. With the right amount of confidence, anything is possible. No matter what you set out to do, your first word should always be, I believe in me. The most important person to believe in is always yourself.
You will fail your way to greatness. Most people allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. When you're willing to fail again and again and again, when you make up your mind to become unstoppable, when you make up your mind to become a no matter what person, then that will then give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now.
Imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed and standing around your bed, the ghost of the dreams, the ideas, the abilities, the talents given to you by life, and that you, for whatever reason, you never went after that dream. You never acted on those ideas. You never used those talents. You never used those gifts. And there they are standing around your bed looking at you with large angry eyes saying, we came to you and only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you forever. See, most people stop short of their dreams and park and get off the highway of life because of the rejections of life. You will always be rejected. It's no big deal. Jack Canfield said rejection is a myth. It's not like when somebody says no and then they slap you. No, it's just, to make no your vitamin. Get excited about the no. Why? Because every time someone says no, that brings you another step to a yes. You're getting closer. Trust me, you will win if you don't quit. You will win if you don't quit. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy what? Easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through. And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender. You have something that you brought to the universe, and that if you decide that my life deserves my developing this what I do well, and becoming the best at it, and mastering myself, and seeing what I have within me, if you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never, ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. I grant you that if you begin to work to develop your gifts, you'll develop a strong sense of happiness. You'll get a larger vision of yourself, because part of beginning to get a larger vision of yourself, all of us need some area of our lives where we can have a feeling of competence. That people know when they think about this area, that's something you do. That you eat and sleep that, and that you do that, you do that.
I hate these damn ads.
I want you to know that you matter.
Sorry.
Imagine making $246,000
Oh my God, that'd be great.
a minute.
Shut
That's
up.
14.
Yep, I said it. You. Not anybody else, but you. You matter. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to know what you do matters. When you brush your teeth in the morning, I want you to know that you matter. When you iron your clothes in the morning and you don't feel like getting out of bed, I want you to know that you matter. I want you to understand that you matter, because what you do could change somebody's life and the trajectory of what they can overcome. I want you to know that you matter because nobody ever told me that I matter. I want you to know that you matter because You got people that's dependent on you right now. You may have some kids. You may have some younger siblings. You may have mom, dad, grandma, auntie. There's somebody out there that's dependent on you. So I want you to know that you matter. You have the ability. And you have the tools and the power and all of the amazing characteristics that are on the inside of you are ready to come out and come to fruition and ready to see you walking your purpose and who you were called to be and what you were called to do. Because you and I are the aspirin to somebody's headache. How long you gonna let them suffer? So I want you to know that you matter. Because I remember my 8th grade teacher told me I'll never be anything in life. I'll either be dead or in jail. So I want you to know that you matter. I'm telling you that I'm depending on you because you matter. And nobody can tell you if you think of love if they never been through. So I want you to trust the process. I want you to stay 10 toes down. I want you to understand that you can prove it wrong. Because I want you to know you matter. So I need you to stay 10 toes down when all you have is you. All it takes is an ounce to believe in yourself. All it takes is an ounce to have the ability to recreate history and make it happen. Because you can't dream all day with no action. So I'm challenging you with staying 10 toes down because you may feel like nobody supports you because they told you that it would never happen. I need you to stay 10 toes down because you have the ability to do it. You can turn your dreams into a reality. You have the ability to leave a legacy. And I need you to stay 10 toes down because I'm dependent on you to turn your dreams into a reality. I need you to stay 10 toes down when nobody is clapping for you. I need you to stay 10 toes down when your back is against the wall and you have no choice and no opportunity, so you got to come out swinging. Because I support you. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you from the sideline. I'm your biggest fan. I'm telling you that you can do it. I'm telling you that you're phenomenal and amazing and that you have the ability to recreate history. That I know that you can stay 10 toes down.
All right, so number one, that like made me power walk today. It's like people were driving by and I was like, just not even like, I was so zoned in to what I was listening to. And I think if you guys are not doing personal development, that's on you and you need to start doing it. And I know for me, I get in my head, and not just with my business, but with other things. And when I do, I throw one of those videos on and it's like, I love them and they speak to me. And that was like my message for you guys today was like, whether you're a personally sponsored coach or not a personally sponsored coach, you all matter and you all have a story and you all have something you've overcome. And it doesn't matter if you have lost a family member. It doesn't matter if you have had an addiction or whatever it is, your story does matter. And if you guys aren't sharing it, you are doing a disservice to people out there who are following you or who aren't following you yet, or maybe it's somebody who that like knows you, but you never knew that they went through something that you have gone through. It could be something as small as just not feeling like you're beautiful or whatever it is, because been there, done that. That could speak to somebody. And like, forget about the whole part of the business where it comes to Success Club and Premier and Elite and all of that stuff. Like, yes, that stuff matters because, guys, this is a business. But if you are not clear on who you are, what your why is, I mean, you're always going to be growing. You're always going to be figuring yourself out every single day. But if you are not clear on who you are, what your why is, and what your story is, you need to sit down, pull out a piece of paper, and you need to write down things that you can talk about, that you can relate to other people. And I would do that right now. Like, what are 2 to 5 things that is part of your story? You know, for me, I'm an overcomer. I overcame a lot with my mom's death. I was a caregiver. That was not easy. And I'm sure other people can relate to that who have been caregivers to their significant others who have been sick, dying. And when he talked about, like, don't make me cry, but sitting on your deathbed and all those dreams and visions and everything you had is dying with you. And that was my mom. And I had to sit there and literally watch her die with everything that she still had left to give. And, like, we're all busy. We all have shit going on. But at the same time, you're here for a reason. You came into this business for a reason. Stop letting the bullshit excuses. Stop letting other people, like, we're a team. There needs to be no cliquey bullshit, no catty bullshit, no bullshit at all between anybody. Everybody needs to work together and understand that we all matter and we all are capable of working this business, being successful, changing lives. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter if you have money. It doesn't matter if you have a degree. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't have a story. You do, and you just got to figure it out. And then you got to be real with yourself. Like, am I doing the work? Because the training has everything there. It tells you about Success Club, tells you how to hit Emerald. I could tell you till I'm blue in the face. Of course, your upline should, one-on-one calls, elaborate on things. Yes, of course. But we can't do the work for you. You have to first figure out who you are and what is that message that you want to send to people. How do you want to help them? How can you help them every single day? And it doesn't matter if they sign up with you with a challenge pack or you just inspire them to be better, because guarantee that person will come back around and be like, I want to do what you do. But are you reaching out to people? Are you sharing your message? Are you inviting them to join this life-changing opportunity? Or are you just afraid of rejection? And that was the big thing. Like, I was always afraid to be told no. Like, I hated to be told no. Hated it. And sometimes, even still, when I get a message in my inbox, I'm like, oh, I don't want to read it because what if they said no? But you have to realize that no is going to move you closer to a yes, or it is going to be no, not right now. I've had the girl, Emily Cresswell, that I added into the Fit Bod Squad. I talked to her months ago, and she actually reached back out to me, and she goes, I trust you because you show up every day and you share other people's results, and I see that this is real. Like, when you first reached out to me, I didn't know if it was a real thing, but because she followed me and I preached who I was and I shared it every single day, she committed and she joined. So is there anybody want to share, like, their takeaways from the video? Or yes, Jess, you looked like you wanted to say something.
I always want to say something because I like talking.
Me too.
I know.
I get lost in my words sometimes, but I'm like, gotta get it out.
Yes. So I have a lot of crap, so I'm not going to go over all the shit I got from it.
Okay.
But the one thing that really stuck out to me, like the biggest thing, was that you matter, because what you do can change someone's life and what they can overcome.
Can you say that again? I muted myself by accident.
Oh, okay. No, so, like, the biggest thing that I got from all of that was that you matter because of what you do can change someone's life and what they overcome. And the reason why is because earlier today, I went back and messaged everybody that reviewed my live from yesterday, and I spoke about my depression and how this journey is really, like, helping me go through the motions of, I don't know if any of you guys struggle with depression, but there are motions that you go through. They're not steps, they're stages. They can last hours or they can last minutes. So I basically was very honest about it. It was a 14-minute live and I had 22 people watch it the entire time.
That's awesome.
So I messaged all of them today. And this girl said, thanks for watching my live. It's really uncomfortable talking about depression, but I know it can help somebody's journey. If you need or have any questions or anything like that, I would love to be here to help you overcome the same like I did. Jessica, and a little heart. She said, you helped me more than you think. I've been watching you for 3 months and you are so motivating. Heart, heart, heart. So then I invited her immediately, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like the biggest thing that stuck out. And actually, I'm going to do probably another live tomorrow around the time that's good for me. But just like touching base on that, because it really, even if she doesn't join, like it just me,
Right.
like I know eventually she might, because depression, there are stages. So she eventually might, or she might know somebody that hey, like go follow her, she's saying awesome shit, you know, like whatever. So I'm just gonna keep her like on the top of my list, like always checking in with her. But that really hit me today, like just listening to that.
Yeah. And I always, like, because I struggled with depression too, really badly. And even still, like, this week a little bit, I've had my high and I had my low. And I always talk about, like, my fitness and eating well and, like, just being supported. Like, it brings me out of that dark place. And that's, you know, when my mom was sick and dying. Like, I don't know where I would be today. Like, if I didn't have my workouts, my nutrition, my health, like, I really don't know. And that's what I made a live the other day about, you know, knowing your why, just even with your health and fitness goals. Like, your why should be great enough to get your ass out of bed in the morning. And if it's not, then it's not big enough. Your kids, being there for your kids, battling a disease, you know, overcoming something, or just because you want to be healthy. Because, like, for me, I'm scared shitless that I'm going to die of cancer. I mean, when I was going through my post-traumatic stress, Logan literally wanted to punch me in the head every single day, because I was like, oh my God, Amanda probably remembers, I was like, there's a lump here, my throat hurts, oh my God, like, I was a hypochondriac, I was freaking out. But it was real, because I saw so many people close to me find a lump or find this or find that, and then they're fucking dying of cancer. So, like, that's what was going to happen to me. And I talked about it. And that right there, when my mom died, and a year later, my grandfather died, and the day after my engagement party, and I started having panic attacks. And I was like, what is happening right now? And I called 911 because I thought I was dying. And I started talking about it. And I had no idea that other people had panic attacks. I thought I was alone. Just like I thought I was alone when I was overweight and hated my body. I was like, it's just me. I'm the only fat person ever. And, like, I literally thought I was, like, the only person who hated the way they looked in a bathing suit or shorts. Or I didn't realize there was other people out there who felt like they had thunder thighs like I did. So once you start, like, talking about it, and I saw these people messaging me, like, you know, I totally get it. And, like, that's where the relationships are built. And that's when people trust you. And then the inviting to this journey becomes a lot easier, because they trust you and you have that connection with them. Like, I know the people who I have a connection with because of those things that I connect with them on, whether it's depression or they lost a parent, like, I've always stayed closer with those people, challengers, coaches, whatever. Zoe, who you probably see post in the group, she's been a discount coach of mine probably 5.5 years. She has depression. Her dad had issues, but we connect on that. So she's always trusted in me, and she's always stuck by my side. So I think I told Kate today too on a call, like, take a piece of paper and, like, write things down. Like, really sit there and think back to your childhood and think about, like, what did you struggle with? You know, just examples for me. I quit dance because I started to gain weight when I was in 4th grade, and I didn't like the way the leotard fit me. I didn't look like the other girls in dance class, or my brother used to make fun of me, or my parents used to fight about money and that they were going to get divorced all the time. So that turned into me having relationship issues and trust issues with guys, and that turned into me just wanting to eat my feelings. Like, it all connects, and health and fitness and community can help anybody with any type of issue. Does anybody else want to share any, like, takeaway they had? Anybody else fear rejection? And that's why they don't invite?
It said like 1.5 million times, like, you matter, you matter, you matter. And our stories do matter. And we need to, like, we were talking today, like, I need to redefine my story, because I always feel like I don't really have one and have like a significant amount of things to share. But people are watching us and people connect with us. Like, all 10 of us on the call could be saying the same thing, and that one person is going to connect with us over the other 9 people. Right. So it's just, really sharing and letting other people know that they matter too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, it only takes one person. Like, 3 people. Like, your minimum goal is to help 3 people a month. Like, that's it. 3 people, and everybody's following different people, and different people are following, you guys, and you might just hit somebody. Like, there's been times where I've done a live, and like, lives are very powerful. So like, if you like to speak, like me and Jess do a live. It doesn't have to be about your workouts and your Shakeology and your Energize. It just can be about what you're going through or what you've gone through or any of that stuff. But everybody does have a story, and it doesn't have, you don't have to have 500 things to talk about. When I started Beachbody, it was really just the fact that I wanted to lose weight, and I really didn't have a story until after I lost my mom, and it didn't hit me until then. Like, don't wait for something like that to happen to figure out your story. But Melanie, she really didn't have that big of a story. Like, she wanted to lose weight. She had 2 kids. Her and Matt didn't have a lot of money. She wanted to make extra money for Christmas, and she talked about that. That was one of her things she talked about. She's like, I wanted to buy Christmas presents with cash and not on credit cards. And that's what she worked towards. And even until she would talk about it, even before she reached that goal. Like, I'm doing this because I want to change life. I was, postpartum mom, wanting to get back into my skinny jeans. And Matt told me I was going to fail. I did it anyway. And I could only have 1 bag of Shakeology, but screw him. But I want to buy my kids gifts for Christmas without going into debt. And other moms related to that. Like, it doesn't have to be this big glorified, like, I lost my leg to a shark and I work out every day. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, your story is so amazing. What?
Like, it has to be relatable. And I've been talking to Jess and Seraphine about this too. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I made $500 this week. Like, I just remember seeing, like, before I joined, you see all those like income stories, and it's like, oh, I paid my car off, or oh, I don't have a mortgage payment anymore. Right. And it's like, a lot of people can't relate to that. Right. Like, a lot of people can't even relate to, like, oh, I left my full-time job to do this. Like, you need to relate to your
you definitely got to relate to it, but it is also okay to like talk about what your visions and your goals are. Like, a lot of those coaches, like Val Bazo, I think she paid off her house recently. Like, she was dead broke. Her husband was in the military. She had 2 babies at home before she joined Beachbody, and she talks about it all the time. Like, she paid her car off, paid her house off, like all these freaking crazy things, but never forgets where she's come from.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, talk about like where you are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like share the possibilities and like where you can go and where you want to go. But I did a story and I made like $92 in 1 week, and like, I posted that and I got a lot of traction. Like, I went out to ShopRite and I bought groceries, or I sent my nephew his first little desk from Amazon. I had it shipped to the house. Like,
yeah, those little things. Like, some people just want to make extra money so they can go get their nails done. And a lot of successful coaches' stories have started out like that. and like, sometimes you don't even have, like, you don't have to want to buy a Lamborghini or all that crap. Like, that's okay if that's not your goal. Maybe it's just to pay your debt off or whatever. But like, a lot of them started off dead ass broke, and they talked about, hey, I made my first like $20. I made my first $100 this month, and I was able to put it away in savings. I was able to put it towards debt because, you know, if I didn't make that $100, I would be $100 more in debt. Like, so definitely relating to like where you are now and where you want to go and the possibilities, but knowing that your story does matter. And if you are having a trouble figuring it out, like talk to somebody, talk to any of us. Sometimes I'm good with helping other people figure out like what they should talk about. And then I'm like, I don't know what I should talk about right now. Like, and don't think too much into it. One day I made that post about me and Logan moving here from New Jersey, and like, I was like, this isn't going to get crap. And it had like 200 something freaking likes on it on Facebook. And it was like, just don't think into it. Think about the story. Think about how it's going to serve other people and how it's going to tell your story. And it's going to be relatable. Does anybody else want to say anything?
No, but Talissa she said I got an objection or rejection, I guess, today, but I just don't know how to keep going.
So just know to keep going. Yeah. So you're going to have rejection, but that means that you're putting yourself out there. That means that you're inviting. That means you're going for no. And that's what it's all about. I get told no. I get people who don't answer me. Amanda got bitched at the other day. Like, I had a girl email me back.
The other day, this woman said, I just had like a very short message to her, just like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Like, I look forward to like watching you. Like, her, like, I'd love to get to know more about you. Her response, go fuck yourself and you're fucking MLM. Like, get the fuck out of my. I didn't even say anything about anything, and I called Jenna because I was like, in my 5 years of coaching, I've never had anyone respond this way to something before. Oh, it was that she had posted something really inspirational, and I said to her, that's a really inspirational post. Like, it really like was very uplifting. And then I said, you know, my name's Amanda, and I was like I hope you have a great day. Like, you're really inspirational. And then I said something like, what do you do, or something? And then her response was, go fuck yourself, you fucking MLM. Like,
well, that's
get
like
out of my fucking inbox.
I got when I sent out a MailChimp in July. I think it was for 4th of July weekend. And this girl emailed me back and was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, she's like, stop with this fucking bullshit. And I was like, there's an it took me a day to email back because I was like, I'm going to go eat
it with those people.
Yeah. And I emailed her back the next day and I was like, I'm truly sorry that my email offended you enough to send me a message such as yours, but there's an unsubscribe button and I will personally unsubscribe you. Have a great day.
I got my first email back about an email the other day, and it was like, please stop. And I was like, there's an unsubscribe button at the bottom of the page. Bye. Like, no, I'm not going to stop, because guess what? Don't care. But like, yeah, Amanda, that girl, like, she posted something inspirational, and then I was like, you should just be like, wow, you were such an inspiration. I want to be you.
I said to Jenna, I said, it took everything in me to be the better person and just like unfollow her. But like, old Amanda would have like come back at like with like something super mean and negative, but I was like, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to waste your negativity, because by the time like I message you back and go back and forth with you, like I could have already messaged someone else that I'm going to help them. So like, bye. I don't have time.
And it's just like, why feed your immaturity?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, you guys are gonna get rejection. It could be fun, like what we get, but don't let those assholes stop you from reaching out, because those people who are waiting for you to reach out are out there. I messaged one girl today who I've messaged before, not necessarily inviting her to a group, but then I invited her and she goes, oh my God, yes, I would love to join. And she like spilled her guts out to me, because people literally are waiting for you to say, would you be interested in joining my group? Because sometimes people look at us, even though we might not have hundreds of millions of followers, but like, we're like famous to them, or we're inspirational to them, because we show up and we talk about things, and they're like, secretly they want to join us, but they don't know how to like reach out.
Just wait until the first time like you're out in public and someone says to you, do I know you from Instagram? It's like literally the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I had
twice at Wawa in the food line. 2 people. Are you Jenna? And I was like, yes. And then somebody else comes, she goes, hey, Jenna, I follow you on Instagram. And she's like this rip girl, and I have no idea who she is. I think she's somebody I went to high school with, sister, maybe. She's like, I follow you on Instagram. You're so inspirational. And then there was some other like random girl all tatted up with like piercings and stuff. And I'm like, hey, like it is nice. Like, cause you know, you're making a difference. Never talked to a lot of them in my life.
I had like someone like approach me in Target. I was like shoe shopping, and she's like, hi, Amanda, right? And I was like, yes. And she's like, I follow you on Instagram. Do you know who I am? And I didn't know who she was. And she's like, I've been following you for such a long time. Like, I know everything. It was like right after I found out I was pregnant. She goes, I've watched your story, and now I've watched that you're pregnant. And she's like, I feel like I know you.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like,
guys, I was just like, okay, so I messaged this one lady, and she kind of gave me attitude today, and I was like, hey girl, I know this is kind of random, but I came across your page and I really like your vibe and authenticity. You seem like someone I connect with and be friends with. I run these Boss Babe tribes where women support women on their journey. I'm starting a challenge group and I still have spots available. I'd love to have you and get to know you. Then she responded on Friday. She said, hey, tell me more about this challenge. And I said, yeah, definitely. The challenge group is where we work out together virtually. It's so fun and you have tons of options to choose from. Check out my Insta stories. Then she's like, hey, and then I texted her today and I said, hey girl, I know life can be a bit crazy, but I'd love to chat with you one-on-one. I know you'd be amazing. What's holding you back? And then she said, hey, I have no interest in a fitness challenge. Should I post or share anything to make you think so? I already have plenty of options already. If you enjoy my content, then stay a while. Love ya, hustle. And I responded back. I was like, I'm not going to get an attitude. I just killed her with kindness. And I just said, yes, I will definitely stay a while. Your page is very inspiring. And then she's like, thank you, love.
Yeah, I mean, like people like that, I wouldn't like.
I would take something like that with a grain of salt. Like that wasn't too horrible.
Attacking. I don't hate girl people. I don't hate girl people. I think it depends on who. Like if somebody I know, I might be like, yo, girl, what's up? But like, I'm not gonna go up to somebody and be like, hey, girl. Logan, would I ever fucking say that to somebody in person? No. So like, just like think about those little things. Like when I message somebody, I just call them by their names because when I don't like when people come up to me and go like, oh girl, hey, don't talk. I'm not your girl. I don't know you. Like for me, I don't like that. Like I'm Jenna with one M, and like that's who I am. So I just speak to people the way like, if that's who you are, that's fine. Go for it. You're gonna connect with those people who like to be hey girls. But I really like. This is what I said today to someone. And what I do before I message anybody, and I said this multiple times, I'll go to their page, see if there's somebody who I can connect with. This one girl who she just had a baby, super freaking cute. I talked to her before, nothing about Beachbody ever. But I just reached out to her and I said, hey, Hannah, how are you? I said, your baby's freaking adorable. What's his name? And I waited for her to respond because we talked before. So I didn't invite her like right from the bat. And then she responded. She talked about how she had a hard pregnancy. She had brain surgery when she was in high school, like basically spilled her guts and everything. And then I responded back to her and I was like, you know, I know this might be a little bit random, but would you be interested in joining one of my online health and fitness groups that I run? I have some spots left for October. I would love to have you. And she was like, yeah. I would love to learn more. And like I said, you're gonna get people who don't answer, ignore you, but you're also gonna get those people who they're interested. But before you message them, like look at their page, get to know who they are a little bit, and send them a hey Amanda, like your baby's freaking adorable. I love all the bows you put on her. Like, where do you get them? Like ask a question, show like that you actually are interested in this person. Because if you don't have anything in common with this person, you probably should not mess with them. If there's somebody who does like taekwondo and like tatted from head to toe, maybe that's not your person. But I would take that with a grain of salt and just let her continue to follow you. love on her stuff, maybe she'll change her mind. It was kind of weird because she said she was interested and then she said she
That's what I
wasn't.
was saying.
But
Like,
maybe she thinks that you're another, maybe she's been approached by other Beachbody coaches before and she doesn't want to be sold something. So just continue to show you on your stories, on your feed, that you are not like those other coaches.
and that also reminded me of, I don't know if anyone else saw it, but the post that someone posted on the Dream Team of, yeah, someone posted like an Instagram story or a post, and it was basically about how they've been approached by Beachbody and like Arbonne and all that shit, and how like she got super offended. And it's basically like, I'm being reached out to, whatever, because they think I'm some sort of way. And I'm not gonna lie, like I used to think that, like, because there are so many people that reach out and they look for, you know, overweight people who like whatever. And
that's so weird. I don't even like, I see when I reach out to people, I don't even like look at their weight. I look more at like,
no, I mean,
their,
you
like,
look at, yeah, their lifestyle, but
like,
people
their
take it like
lifestyle.
that when
Right.
when you don't have that confidence and you don't like, you're in that spot in life and you're in that dark place, like people are going to take it like that.
Yeah, unless they're ready, they're gonna take it like that.
Exactly.
That's why when I message people, I say I run health / and or fitness, where we work on our self-love and confidence. Like I say that in my message, so it's not like I run these boot camps where you gotta be shredded.
Yeah, and
like,
you're gonna lose weight and all that shit.
Yeah, no, I just make it like I run Fit Bod Squad groups where we work on our health, our fitness, but most importantly, our self-love and community. So,
Kim, you look exhausted. How are you
Pregnant.
feeling?
She's feeling.
I'm all right. I had a busy weekend and I was like nauseous and stuff. But I'm just tired. Not sleeping at night. This baby like is super active.
When are you due?
February 4th, but she'll come in January.
Wow, it's so soon. That's crazy. I'm due never.
You better get pregnant.
No.
That's
I
a
haven't
whole
even
story.
I need to enjoy living on the beach, drinking a margarita for one summer. Then maybe. We'll just stop playing video games. Okay, we need a picture. Okay. Took it. Great, beautiful. Oh, look at the doggy. I gotta go watch that show now. Amanda, that thing is on at 9.
All right, I need to catch up on This Is Us first, so.
Wait, it's not on at 8?
I thought it was on at 9. I mean 8.
It says 9.
Hold on, you wait.
Look at this one.
Look, turn Fox on right now.
Look at that bump.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you are, because it's not recording and I have it recording on my DVR.
Burning up. It's like so pumped up right now. Too bad.
Don't talk to me about it until we cut cable. So I don't have cable, so I have to watch it tomorrow.
We don't get. Yes, we do. It's my dad pays for it.
I don't. We like
want to pay for it.
Like
What are
we
you doing?
don't
Put it
watch.
back.
We don't watch cable, and most of the time I was missing the live feed because I was either doing a call or tutoring. So I was like, "This is pointless. Why are we paying for cable?"
Yep.
So
that's why my dad's like, I want to, because I want to watch Fox News. It's like, you pay for it, and then
Hulu.
One box, but we can just download. There's Spectrum down here, so you can just download the app on the TVs or the Xbox and just literally watch the cable through the app. I'm like, whatever. You pay for like $45. Whatever. But all right, guys, implement things we talked about tonight. I want everybody, for the homework assignment, to make a list of things that is them. Like, who are you? And not just like mom, wife, like what are things that you can speak to people about and motivate and inspire? It might have to be deep and might have to get vulnerable, more vulnerable than you have before. But, I like helping women overcome life obstacles. So think. Brain dump on a piece of paper. It helps. Helps greatly. Thanks for hopping on, everybody. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.